So now that the servo for the front of the jet for the canards is done, I'm gonna start moving back, and the next thing on my plate is installing the formation lights right here. So what I'm gonna do is drill through these and then install an LED on the back. Obviously this is a flap, so it's gonna be a little bit easier to install stuff, but I'm gonna drill through here and then go from there. Okay, so that's very roughly cut out, and so what needs to happen next is to cut out the back right here, because obviously that's where the LED is gonna mount. Alright, so all of this goes away. Alright, so now what we have is a very rough outline of what we want, which is that cutting and opening there, and then obviously on the back side where our LED is gonna mount to. What's gonna happen is we have this 3D printed piece that's gonna allow us to mount our LED inside the LED strip in there, and then the light diffuser, the soft material on top of that, and then that's gonna get glued to here, and then the light should pop up on the outside like that. So that's a sneak preview of the process. And this is silicone, and it's been mounted on this really cool rail. And the beauty of this is that the LED strip will fit right in this groove, and then the material here, the silicone, is going to spread that light and make it look just like a formation light. So here's what the inside looks like, and the outside has been cut pretty good and sanded. So now what I'm going to do is install the light, and the light consists of three parts. There's a 3D printed part, and then there is the diffuser, which is just a silicone kind of piece with a light, and then it's got a groove in here, you can see that, and that's where the LED sort of fits in, kind of like that. And all of this gets sandwiched in here, so it's a pretty cool system. So we got the LEDs sitting in there just like that, and then let's fit this correctly, make sure yep, and then this piece of the diffuser goes on top like that, just gets squeezed in. Let's make sure this is all perfectly situated. So there we go, that's better. Okay, there we go. That's better. Cool. And then that's the light setup. And then with that, I'm just gonna epoxy that into place. So this whole unit, and obviously you can see I drilled a hole out here, which is where the wire comes out, because I don't want to lose access to the door. And what's left is just positioning that. There we go, just like that. And so now you can see that once I glue this in place, that is gonna look absolutely fantastic. Let's zoom in. I like how that looks. It looks very scale. It looks organic almost. Turn this thing on so we can show what that looks like. Yeah, that looks pretty good in my opinion. So, looks very scale. It's just plenty bright. Let's see if we can get down to that level. That is the back side of the door. So we're just gonna put epoxy all around here to seal those gaps, and our formation lights, at least on the fuselage, are gonna be done. Alright, the lights glued in place, and we're just gonna let that cure. The epoxy that we're using for this particular job is the Infinity Bond EP420WHNS. This is very similar to the Loctite E20NS, so very similar characteristics. So we're gonna let that dry for 24 hours and our lights will be done. Look at the lights off and then on. So I think that looks really good, and I'm happy with the result.